Patreon member shout out. 8 o'clock Monday night and I'm waiting to finally talk to a girl a little cooler than me. Her name is Nona, she's a rocker with a nose ring. She wears a two-way but I'm not quite sure what that means. And when she walks, all the wind blows and the angels sing. She doesn't notice me. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. My neck still hurts. So, commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and that thanks button down below. So, let's get to it. It was a Saturday, so the markets were closed. No Dow, NASDAQ, or whatever. But Bitcoin, however, was down almost 10%, about 9.75 as of the making of this video. It did go below 18,000 at one point, went down to about 17.6, give or take, which is really a lot. People were thinking that, well, if it breaks 20, it might go down to 18 or 15. Did not go down to 15, again, 17.6. But at 9.75 for the day, which I think it was over 10% at one point, it did a lot worse than Omi did. Omi's still hanging on. It still has not gone to 3 zeros. I think there's some people that think it might have gone to 3 zeros on Gate.io where there's not a lot of liquidity, but on Bit4x, Ascendex, and everywhere else, it stayed above those 3 zeros at 0.001 plus. The lowest point on Bit4x was 0.00104, and now it is currently 0.00108, so it is a little bit up from that, but again, down almost 7% on the day. There were a couple of people asking me on my last video, because that was about 24 hours ago, as of the making of this, they said, hey, this drop, meaning the drop that happened today with Blue from Jurassic Park, said it didn't sell out. Should we be worried about Veve? Guys, there's absolutely nothing to worry about as far as things not selling out. Now, to the people's credit, to the people that are saying, hey, should we be concerned? Yeah, only 30% of it were bought. I think there were a total of over 17,000 of these that were available today, and I think 12,000 of them are still left, or a little bit less than that, so only about 30% were bought. But again, if we want Veve to start marketing, they have to have some of these drops where they're not selling out. Again, every single drop that they've sold out, they have done without the need to market. They haven't put any money into marketing. So if we want that, that's what we need. We need more drops like this where they have to market, people have to come, and they have to have things in the store for them to buy. It wouldn't make much sense for them to market and then, oh, hey, there's nothing here. So just a little bit of a silver lining for that. But even though we only sold 30% of the drop today, we still burned 393 million Omi, which is a lot. In the last 3 days, we have burned over 600 million Omi, which is on par with what we do, over a billion every single week. Tomorrow we do have another drop. We have the Vader Father's Day drop. That quote, I am your Father's Day, which is really cool. I think they're not books, they're just 3D posters, but they're something that a lot of people do like. It is something that people would want in their houses in the Veveverse, and it is something that if you really take a look at them, any father will know, kids saying, I love you, coming up to you randomly and saying that is enough to melt your heart. A lot of people are going to want this. Good news in the macro, we do have Charles Hoskinson that just said, I just received a formal invitation to speak before the U.S. House of Representatives of the U.S. House of Representatives Committee on Agriculture about blockchain and cryptocurrencies. It will be live June 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if anyone wants to watch it over YouTube. Altcoin Daily retweeted that, saying Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has received an invite to speak in front of the House of Reps on blockchain and crypto. So it is good that we have somebody that is on our side that is going to go and advocate for us, saying, hey, blockchain and crypto is good, ... for X, Y, and Z. In other news, we had Brock McBlockchain, Happy Feast Day, saying, hey everyone, Happy Feast Day. As part of the events, an announcement was coming. I'm over the moon to announce we have an official partnership with Ecomi, the company behind the top 10 grossing app Veve, with Ecomi, not Veve, to be clear. Read more about everything, including the final play-to-earn mechanics there, and he puts a link to that. And it's just an Ecomi X Fish Arena, and it just basically says everything that I've been going over for like the last couple of months about that, like how much they're burning and what the percentages are. I will have Brock Blockchain on the podcast again at some point to further explain it. So for you heard it yesterday when somebody said, hey, Veve Vault thinks your channel is boring. What do you think? Well, it's kind of at it again, saying, hey, guess what? Isn't the owner of Fishes someone that isn't Docs? Because Brock Blockchain, obviously not the real name, but If you think that the companies like Disney, United States Postal Service, DC, and everyone, and the lawyers, that they pay over $1,000 an hour to really scrutinize this company of Ecomi and Veve, really go and dig into them before they get into business with them. If you think they're not doing their homework, and if you think that Ecomi would not go and not check out every single person they're doing their business with, you're taking crazy pills. You're lying to yourself. Of course, they absolutely do. This person, Brock Blockchain's been there from the beginning. Love him. He's done absolutely nothing but been the best person of all. All you have to do is mint a fiche. He gives you a tank. He gives you a bunch of airdrops are given today. Ron English has partnered with him. There's been a ton. I think Mumbot's partnered with him. There's been a ton of major artists and major giveaways that he's done, even though he didn't have to. A lot of different things that he's done has been out of the goodness of his heart, and I'm very glad that this chaotic good person is on our side. So, moving on. We did have Veve Fox, or at Rootless Girl, saying, for the past 3 consecutive days, we have had more active buyers than sellers, though the numbers of the 16th are skewed by the Jurassic Park poster drop because they were minted a while back. This is something that we haven't seen yet. Since the beginning of the year, there were only 9 other days where the buyers were larger than the sellers, as in that more things were bought and more things were sold. So I thought that was really interesting. It seems like things are picking up. A lot of people are just hodling, and the ones that aren't, that they're selling a little bit amount, a lot of the whales are buying up. It is very interesting to see. More macro news. We do have Bitcoin Archive saying that breaking, one of Japan's largest real estate firms, open house to sponsor Bitcoin Lightning Network research. Again, anything that's good for the space does happen to be good for us. We have Puddin' Cheek saying, quote, the Ponzi's collapsing just speeds up the bear market and gives validity to the fear and panic. Literally has nothing to do with the future of blockchain technology. Survive the present, look ahead to the future. Not financial advice, by the way. I will be having the person that did mentor me in finance, Daniel Hardwick, on over the next couple of weeks, maybe the next month. I'm very, very excited to have his on. That is most of the reason for my financial success, how I retired at 30, how I became a millionaire at 30, and everything in between. Shout out to Taps Trades for having me on his podcast yesterday. It might be 2 days ago by the time everyone watches this, but on somebody's Android feed news, you do have underneath, Porto agreed to sell Fabio Vieira to Arsenal in a $34 million deal. You do have me, and you do have Taps Trades as a Ecomi/Veve interview with Omi Whale, the real Randy Chavez. Really love the thumbnail, a whale trying to fight the alligator Loki that's there. I just thought that was really cool. And I don't know if anybody remembers what I had posted maybe a week or 2 ago. After somebody had visited New Zealand for the Vagabond conference that David Yu was a part of, that person had wrote, David is an awesome guy, truly, passionate about collectibles, and they were saving for big drops till after the new crowd that comes in with MTL. Whales, someone with actual billions of dollars, are waiting for cash out to start going heavy on Veve, which, again, if you take Rootless Girls, the one that I just went over, Kelly, the Veve Fox, going over and saying, oh, hey, the last couple of days, since they've announced MTL, a lot more buying has been happening than selling. It seems that everything this person's saying has been true. They said the Italian Jurassic Park AMC exclusive NFT will be the most rare since they only minted so many. That turned out to be true. He chats to Steven Spielberg, and he said no confirmation about what, but again, that Steven Spielberg does have a lot of things, whether it Super 8, E.T., etc. He did say he wanted a flying DeLorean, and the last thing was he expressed interest to do something Star Wars related for Father's Day, which was an American date, but not confirmed as of yet. And what did we get? We got an announcement for I Am Your Father's Day. And obviously this was all in speculation, this was all in jest, it wasn't an official conference, but he put it on, and pretty much everything he said so far has come to fruition, is very good. So what else can we expect? Well, flying DeLorean. When, David? When? Moving on. So next on our list is Shibatoshi Nakamoto saying, here is my desire for Dogecoin. So people actually use it for something beyond pump and dump BS, so it has a reason to exist. The community understands what crypto is and what the crypto market is, and knows what it's all, and knows that's it all kind of dumb and has fun with it. That's about it. And Elon Musk tweets Tesla and SpaceX merch, maybe more down the road. And that was in response to Dogecoin, which again, Tesla for their merch does accept Dogecoin, but because I have speculated before and hypothesized that there might be, because David Yu has worn SpaceX hats and he has been at certain launches before, there might be a partnership with them. Again, this is just more evidence to that. Does this mean anything? Does this confirm anything? Absolutely not. That's obviously false, but it does put, again, more evidence points towards that in the future. No, that does seem to be it for today. Happy Father's Day, and everyone please check out at HeyDavidon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app, Kobe Collection, OmiPlayer1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.ETH domain name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, Meta Lemon, and Veve Vibes all on the YouTube. Then you got at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Veve, and Gary O at 1234CA3 all on the Twitter. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. Next still hurts. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.